All right, guys, welcome to the broadcast today. We're on number 48, and we took 1 week off last week. So let's give people another 10 seconds to get on the broadcast. I'm getting some static again with the audio. Is the audio okay for you on your end? There's some static. Looks okay now. All right, so welcome to the broadcast, number 48. Now in the text, I talked about your best counsel, and I want to talk about that a little bit more. I've touched upon this before, but I want to go through it a bit more in detail. Who do you take counsel from? What I mean by counsel is, if you have a problem, if you have an issue, if you have a challenge, if you have an opportunity, a situation arises, who do you counsel to get advice or tips or just a nudge in the right direction? Now I'll share what I do and what my dad taught me to do, and I hope that you use it as well in your own life, in areas where you need help with. And it doesn't always have to be asking counsel when things go bad. So a lot of us are guilty of that, and I'm even guilty of that. We always tend to try to improve our eating habits when we don't like the number on the scale, or we'll change our diet and exercise if we have some sort of health issue. Things like that. Why are we like that? So counsel doesn't always have to be when things are going bad. You can also use this technique when things are going great, good, in the positive. I'm talking none other than sleep. Sleep is your best counsel. Laisse le sommeil porter conseil in French. Before you retire at night, if you do have an issue that you need to be focused on to resolve, or an issue or a problem or an opportunity, then before retiring at night, you ask. Now you can ask. I ask my dad sometimes, I ask my mom, or just the universe in general. I'm trying to look for an answer. I ask a question before going to sleep or before falling asleep, and usually either the day after or a couple of days after I get my answer. I either get my answer in the morning when I wake up, or I might get the answer randomly throughout the day. So I want you to think about that, and are you using this very powerful technique while sleeping? If you're interested like me about human potential, your mind, the power like that you have, you read a lot about these things, and your subconscious mind doesn't go to sleep. Your conscious mind does, but not your subconscious. So your subconscious is working on finding an answer. Your mind's job is to give you answers. We've talked about this in the beginning while in meditation. The job of your mind, of your brain, is to ask questions and to get answers. So it has no choice but to give you an answer. For me, kind of like these lessons, I don't necessarily plan these lessons. I ask a simple question either on Thursday night or in the middle of the week. What would be, please give me the important message or the lesson that can help just one viewer on the broadcast improve some area of their life. That's all I ask. Just to be able to help one person that needs to hear what needs to be said today. So that's what I ask, to help one person. Now it might help more than one person, but I only want to help one person. So that's the type of question that I ask for these lessons. And we're coming close to number 50 soon, and I'm not slowing down. Lessons keep coming to me, and they will keep coming. For as long as I'm able to do these lessons, I will. So that's your lesson. Use sleep as your best counsel, and you'll be surprised at the kind of answers you get after your subconscious mind has thought about that issue or that question for 8 hours. You'll be amazed at the answer you get the day after, or the day after, or the day after. Relax, and at the end of your question, always say thank you 3 times. That's the recipe. Okay, next is the physical side. Now there's something that my dad always used to do, and he recommended me do this, and I've been seeing him do these 2 movements since I'm very, very young, okay? And I want to share those with you. This is one of the answers that I got last week, but as you know, there was no broadcast last week, so today I want to share it. And it has to do with your thymus gland, okay? So if you want to take some time after the broadcast to research the thymus gland, it's very important, an important gland in your body. It has to do with your energy, with your immune system. I'm never sick, and I want you to be the same way. But you have to take care of yourself, and you have to do things to improve your immune system. Thymus comes from the Greek word thymos, which means spirit or life energy. It's a very important gland. You might have seen Tarzan thumping his chest, kind of like that. But don't just hit anywhere on your chest. And I want to teach you and show you exactly where to strike the thymus gland. The thymus gland is right in the center, just below your collarbone. Now with my mic here, I might have a hard time doing this correctly for you. You might hear some static, so please bear with me. So your collarbone, just in the center right here. Now you can strike it, you can massage it, you can scratch it, you can tickle it, however you want. I prefer to thump my chest like a gorilla, okay? So striking back and forth. You can do reps of however you want, 7 to 10 reps. You can strike like just 3 times if you want. You can strike very hard, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then gradually going lighter and lighter. So 1 big thump, and then lighter and lighter. You can do multiple thumps back and forth, and you can also breathe out and exhale. Take a deep breath, and as you're thumping your thymus gland, exhale. This is very powerful to wake up your energy. If you feel anxious, if you feel depressed, if you have like these types of elements affecting you, this is a good way to reset your energy levels in your body. So that's the one exercise, and I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to keep the other one for next week to make sure you come back. I'm kidding. The next exercise has to do with your nails. And this is something I would always see my dad, like whenever he had some time alone or some time to burn, he would do this one exercise. They call it Balvayama, which is an exercise that is said to help with hair growth and hair thickness and hair energy, vitality in the hair. So you might have heard about this. This is something I do regularly, and it was a favorite of my dad's. You close the fingers and you proceed to slide up and down as you're aggressively striking the nails. Do this exercise for 5 to 10 minutes non-stop. Sit comfortably, get into a meditative state, and then you start your work. What you should feel is a very strong tingling throughout the body, up your spine, and up into your scalp. Now, whether it's true or not that rubbing your nails this way helps with hair health or hair quality or hair thickness, for me is irrelevant. The feeling I get from doing this exercise, for me, is I feel very good after doing it, and I love to get that tingling feeling in my scalp and into my brain. Now, maybe that's why people throughout thousands of years thought that doing this exercise might help with the hair. If you want to research more on this, you can. There's a lot of information out there. There's no scientific reports because I don't think people are very interested in studying this phenomenon. But for me, it works for me. I feel good doing it. My hair is thick, and feeling that energy flow from the fingertips up through the meridian to the top of the head, because of my Neigong work that you might be following, it just feels great for me to activate energy differently. Instead of slapping the different points, by simply scratching or hitting the nails, that instantly affects my energy and shoots it right up the meridian, right to the top of the head, the crown. So do these two exercises regularly. Let me know how it feels, and remember, don't just fall asleep. Be conscious of what you want to hear as far as an answer to a pressing question or problem. Or if your life is going great, then ask, how can I have more of that joy or health or whatever it is? Count your blessings. Even things are not going bad, still do this drill. It's still very powerful. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, put it in practice, and I'm uploading all these videos to a YouTube channel with all the playlists. If they're static on this one, I'll upload another version very shortly. As always, walk the path, stay on the path of self-mastery. I'm Sibak Martin Patenaude, and I'll see you soon.